Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is the Boom Bar right here on your Boom Radio NG. And I bid you a warm welcome to the bar today. Today promises to be a very interesting one as we're going to be talking about so many things around the world that happened over the weekend, in politics, in world news, in sports, entertainment, and all around the world. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. There's a lot of conversation coming on from the presidency. Nigeria's insecurity is also on the front burner. There is politics also going on around the issue between United States and Venezuela is also right there, and we know that AFCON is still ongoing. So these and other things are things that we're going to be talking about today on the first Monday of the Boom Bar in 2026. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show with us. Yep, my name is Dolupo, and with me in the studio is Fola and SR.
Good morning, first Monday of the year. Hope we're having a momentous Monday today, and hope we're having also a memorable Monday.
You know they disappoint.
Yeah.
That's why they
Double
call him.
whammy.
That's why they call him the goat. You know they
The hell
disappoint.
is momentous Monday? What is happening?
Momentous.
You know what
Oh,
momentous
you
is?
know what happened today? Well, not for a lot of people, not for man, but
It's still momentous, regardless.
Yeah.
You know.
Anyway,
You know they disappoint.
Thank you. I tried.
That's not why they call him goat.
Anyway, we're going straight into the gist for today. I do not.
Me, I don't get a
Let
chance.
Oga talk.
Where's your guy? You stop this your guy story. So me, I don't go get chance now. It's the boom bow,
Yeah.
and some people are already trying to segregate. This is a polarization of my institutional rights.
Anyway,
My name is Sola Rogers,
yeah.
and
Are
because
you
you have
done?
because you have power like some people to enter some people's compounds and carry anybody you want to carry, you are still doing it at the back. There's God. There's God.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will soon find
Anyway,
out.
so we're going straight into the gist for today. First things first, we're a lot of talk coming from the presidency. Apparently, there was a picture of President Tinubu. We know President Tinubu is not in Nigeria, actually. There was a picture of President Tinubu and Paul Kagame, and apparently there was a Grok watermark on it that was posted by the presidency, that the president and the president of Paul Kagame is Rwanda, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
And that it was that is AI generated apparently, and the presidency had come to say that it was just enhanced with Grok and it was not AI generated. I saw that picture, and honestly, except some extremely wild AI, which I would not even dispute these days, because the kind of things that AI does these days, I wouldn't dispute it, but it has to be some very mad AI, because it actually does look very realistic. That picture.
I don't think it's AI generated at all.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was AI generated. And then, pardon my observations, but Nigerians used to look shy.
What do you mean by that?
Like, until I saw it, and I actually had to consciously go and look
for the watermark.
the water. I'm like,
yeah,
people
because I was even trying to look for where the watermark was.
yeah, did you get?
And I wasn't seeing it, and it was
Did
like,
you get my point?
Yeah,
Like,
I
the
wasn't
kind of
seeing it
things
at
that.
all.
And then another thing was that, why would there be a need to
AI generate
Nigeria and
Rwanda's president
having
is a
a
pretty
meeting, like,
boring thing to AI generate.
why would you AI generate? If
Yeah.
you say, okay, there was maybe a meeting between Tinubu and Trump.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
But why, what is so? I'm sorry. Shout out to Rwandans. But what's so special that you need that kind of news? Yeah.
Yeah, I think this just brings what's it called? It identifies that there has to be more caution with regarding to pictures that are put out in this day and age, because I read the article and it says it was his spokesperson, Mr. Abayo,
Yeah.
Onanuga, that put the picture out, and they used AI to make it clear. It could be a number of things that could have happened. I think this story is pretty believable. It's just like an old mountain where you don't really know how to improve a picture, and you just say, okay, let's just use AI, and not factoring in the consequences of that thereafter. Like, AI is really, really predominant nowadays, and people are actually like battling with the things that are used AI for.
Yeah, but
So like you have to consider that whenever you are putting pictures like this out with AI watermarks in it.
Okay, so let's expand it.
Mm-hmm.
AJ had an accident in Nigeria.
Yeah.
When he had that accident, the president of Nigeria was out of Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
But he sent a press statement out about the matter and how he had been in touch with him. The next day, there was a picture of AJ in an hospital bed with Nigeria's
Tinubu.
president and all of that.
I saw that picture too.
And of course, Tinubu is not in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So that never happened.
Mm-hmm.
I saw reactions. A lot of people didn't know it was AI generated.
Yeah.
That's how bad.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people
People
didn't
know.
I
Didn't know.
And
it was pretty
Actually,
obvious.
would
It was
you
pretty
get- other
obvious
than
that it
even knowing
was.
whether he was in Nigeria or
Yeah,
not.
like
It was
it
actually
looks.
pretty
That's
obvious.
the thing. There are a lot. People will not be able to tell at first glance.
I'm glad
they
I
wouldn't
brought
be
it
able
up.
to tell.
A lot of people did not know.
Mm-hmm.
So I was reading people's posts on social media. I have colleagues in the industry who are journalists of 20, 30 years. And there were arguments for and against an AI generated picture.
Journalists.
I'm talking journalists now. I'm not talking people who don't know about news gathering.
You think that they know a difference.
So I read it, and some people are like, how could you fall for that? It's AI. Some people are like, you see, the president has gone to see him. Some people are like, you see, look at your president. It went and 10 people died somewhere. He didn't go. But because this one is...
Yeah.
And there was a lot of back and forth. And I said, this is where we are.
Yeah.
We had fake news before AI. AI is going to make it worse.
Yeah.
So fast forward to this one with Kagame now.
Like,
now,
it's crazy to think
one
about.
of the things that I've noticed with using AI and using online announcers for audio, for pictures, for whatever, is that the free versions are limited and they come with watermarks. Most premium packages or paid packages do not leave watermarks on your picture. Yeah. So I'm even more angry that a government official is using Grok that is not.
No, it's not.
I was going to say that too. Like, there is a whole. The president has, and the vice president, or let's say the whole presidency, they're literally official photographers.
Yeah.
I was going to come to that too.
So,
So is it?
I was going to. That's
it
the
that
point
it
I was
was
making.
Where are they in all this
His
mix?
spokesman that edited the picture, because he also mentioned
Where are
that
they
the
in all this
photographer
mix?
took a picture, but it was with a mobile phone as well. So
with or without a mobile phone, you understand? What's the essence of? Look, I personally know one person that travels with these top people that you're talking about. I don't want to talk too much, and his job is to make videos, and that's what he's been doing for the past 2.5 years. And when I'm watching TV, I see him in those videos. Like during the Ayo Festival, I saw him because he has access directly to the big men them, because he's covering one of them. I'm not going to say who it is. And I know that guy travels with him everywhere he goes. The photographer guy that he got as his official photographer travels with him everywhere he goes. You understand?
Yeah.
The same goes for every top government official now. You see them now, they have videos of them arriving at events, everything packaged, same day delivery. Before you know it, Keyamo has put out an entire mini documentary. Before you know it, Uduwole has dropped her own. They're all moving with their media teams now. How can the president of Nigeria take a picture that requires AI announcement? Yeah. As mundane as it sounds, it goes down to the fact that there are things that they take for granted that will give them grief that they didn't expect. Sadly, I'm happy that the opposition is speaking on mundane things. Yeah, so it shows you that, again, the entire team around the president, they are not up to par.
Even if the guy didn't even travel with him,
That's why I
send
say
run the picture to their team.
Yeah.
Let them enhance it for you
enhance
and
it
send it back.
Yeah.
The entire
Or maybe they will say that maybe the spokesperson bed
okay, this is what you need to
and
do.
took a picture by himself and decided to post it.
I think that's
the only other.
That's the exact thing that
the
happened.
yardstick or the 'cause in every sector and every industry, I try to do research. This yardstick for any president when it comes to media engagement is the Indian president, Narendra Modi. Do not play with that guy's social media game. His photos, everything on point. I happened on it when he came to Nigeria, and since then I've been following him. And the way he drops it, you know he has a fantastic media team. Again, it's not about quantity, it's about quality.
Yeah.
So you have these world-class photographers here, you have these videographers, but you still need to enhance a picture.
Yeah.
And even in enhancing,
You're
you
using AI.
you use AI that drops watermark. Now, if
Yeah.
Grok is standard watermark thing, there are other photo enhancers out there that you pay monthly subscription, and there will be no watermark on your. There's even watermark remover AI. So after enhancing with Grok, you can still now drop it.
So that you only
That's why I say I really think it was like an old person thing where he just didn't know how to make it
and so
clearer,
maybe it's not
and he
your
just
job
went
to take pictures, so stick to your job.
And again, the story requires a picture.
Yeah.
You
So
understand?
it's a
You're not
situation you
gonna
have
put
to
that,
do really fast.
these
Yeah.
two presidents met over lunch in
Oh,
Paris.
they
And
met.
they're just going to take your word for
Exactly.
it. You have to
And
put
they
a picture
met.
into it.
Take a picture and send it to the people that are in charge of pictures to edit it for you. Simple.
It just keeps showing a lot of incompetence.
Or maybe
on the
buy
part
a
of the-
very good phone, take
their
a
media
nice
team.
picture and
Yeah.
put it like that.
Yeah, I think he thought it was just going to be a situation where people wouldn't even notice, or even if they noticed, they wouldn't.
I don't think
query
he
it too
thought
much.
about it. I don't think
Yeah.
he thought like
Yeah.
it was going
So-
to be a conversation.
So a few people in the opposition, because I read both sides of their comments, actually believe that it's AI generated.
I don't think it is.
No,
Like,
I'm telling you one or two people
yeah.
that I've read. There's a particular guy that is on my Facebook timeline, is always on about this and that and all. And I saw his take on it, and apparently he's not the only one that thinks like that. Again, let's go back to those questions that Dolupo was asking, and those are the questions that were in my mind too. Let's even get down to brass tacks. Why would any president, not to talk of Nigeria's president, want to generate a picture of something that never happened with the president of Rwanda?
Yeah.
Like, what is so great about what's so great about the president of Rwanda that you need to, like, see? And this is as much as okay. Now let's move from the slack from the presidency to opposition, and this is my problem with Nigerian opposition. It's not my business.
A lot of them.
A lot of them, most of them, if not all, they minor on the major or major on the minor.
Yeah.
Even if you're going to have a conversation, because at times you wonder, the question I asked, okay, so what is that much of a big deal that needs to be AI generated that we have to create? If this conversation, regular people are just having a conversation about it and we move on, but proper political parties will not make this a thing. I'm like, of all the things that are wrong in this country, that is easy to poke issues at, is AI generated picture we're doing. But really
I just feel that the opposition feel that anything to throw shades at the government will get them some light on their own path. I think that's the game they are playing, that as long as it doesn't sound good or that they can play it to look bad, that's opposition. Do you understand?
Also, am I the only one that thinks that at times when you oppose some of these very unnecessary things, you don't sound very smart?
Yeah, but that's not the case when you have. I don't want to say it as Nigerians.
Nobody wants. Yeah, smart is relative. Do you understand?
Yeah.
What a lot of opposition people believe, and this is the old thing that they've been doing. I know things have changed, but the old still comes to bear from time to time. All they need to do is create a reasonable doubt. Do you understand? The instant they just say that Fola's afro is not real, that is actually pinned on and everything, people start to okay now, they start to All they need
start
to
to
do
nitpick.
is just
Yeah.
create
Now
a
that
little
you
bit
said it,
of
I
doubt.
just remembered we're all in this country. Everybody we're going on about AI generated picture. We're in this country where some people, and I will dare say a lot of Nigerians and political parties said Nigerian president was a drone, was a clone.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
it
so-
was
For,
just-
for
I was going to. I didn't want to throw shade.
no,
no,
it's not shade.
it's,
Yeah.
it's true.
For close
Mhm.
to 8 years,
For
Yeah.
people, some people actually had that,
Mhm.
and they
Yeah.
went on with it. So
some of your favorite
the bar
pastors,
is already very low.
some
And
of
the
your
bar is on
some
the
of your
floor.
favorite pastors
Uh,
took that to their pulpit.
Yeah, I had sermons about it.
And
yes.
they were actually saying, that the
Yeah.
guy there is El Sudani, Jubril.
yeah.
That is El
Now I
Sudani.
remember. Now, if we
That-
think of that, and then you now think of now,
So
the
they
bar is really low.
Yeah.
opposition believe that they don't need to cast doubts on facts
mhm.
or figures.
Just,
just-
put something out
just-
there.
yes.
Yeah. Something that you believe can just cause a little rift or a little panic.
That's all.
Anyway, still talking about the presidency, there's now been updates that the president has officially nominated board members and chairmen for the NMDPRA and the NUPRC. Remember the CEOs of those two left a few weeks ago.
Mhm.
So, and then he had nominated people for those positions. Now he has also now nominated people for the chairman and the board. Former Senator of Rivers State, Senator Magnus Abe, has been nominated as the chairman of the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, and also for the for the NMDPRA, Adegbite Adeniji is now the chairman as well. So I'm guessing, just wanted to put that out there as as news. Now moving on from that, also President Tinubu had also ordered a manhunt as terrorists killed over 40 people in Niger State. There seems to still be a lot of issues, especially in the north central. Today alone, there was also talks of terrorists attacking a Kwara highway and abducting at least 4 people. And soldiers recovered 13 AK-47s and grenades in Taraba State. So all this is
it's a lot.
still the north central.
There's a lot going on with insecurity in Nigeria, and I just want to first commend the military. They're doing a lot, and even the civilian JTF, the police, the NSCDC, they're doing a lot, but we still have a lot of work to do. Our borders are so porous that we have been penetrated a lot by all these criminals, and some of them are even local.
Yeah.
They are not all imported thieves and bandits.
Terrorists.
Yeah. Every name you call them, I agree. I do not disagree with anything you say about them. I just want a scenario where the plans that we have long term and short term, can come to fruition in a way that we can get back to actually being bold enough to, because I'm not going to lie, it's going to be hard for me now to get into a car and say I'm driving to Kwara,
Yeah.
which we used to do a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? I want us to get back to those days. It's going to be very hard, but it's very, very possible.
Yeah.
And that's why we must not play politics with anything that has to do with security.
Anyways, just moving on from that. Also, just wanted to add, in Yobe State, apparently there was a boat mishap, and about 29 people died. There's still 10 others that are missing, and as the usual suspects, there were too many people in the boat. The fact that you even hear boat and 39 people.
Do you put it down to illiteracy? Do you think people are being nonchalant? Do you think that what exactly would you say is the reason why these things happen almost every month? Do you understand? And it's not in one state, it's different parts.
So there's some things that I won't call illiteracy, because I don't think you have to go to school to realize people don't go. People are not. A lot of people are not educated to drive the boat. The people driving the boat know
the boat's capacity.
The boat's capacity. Yeah. You can see. Well, in fact, I can't. Okay, take for example a bus. You know the way they used to take I think those buses, those Molue buses at some point where they say after people sit, then people now start standing. You don't have to go to school to realize that this bus is overcrowded, yeah? But because you're on the road, we'll say that maybe it's a bit safer. It won't tilt. I don't think I won't put it down to illiteracy. I think that I don't want to sound callous, but I think that we do not like ourselves. I think that a lot of people take things for granted. Have those things happened and people have gone safely and more like gone to the other side? Maybe the driver's taking, this particular driver could have taken someone, the set of people the day before with the amount of people, and then and they gone through and they got to the other side without all this happening. Yes, it could have happened. You know, even airplanes, they tell you that there's a specific number of people and all that. I think that a lot of Nigerians, safety, we take safety for granted. It's the same thing when we see speed. We're on the road, we talk about seat belts, we talk about driving against traffic. I think safety, I don't know why safety is not something that is embedded in the typical Nigerian, that they feel that they have you almost see people even riding bikes without helmets and all that. It's almost like I see people think Nigerians feel that they have a second life at home.
Okay, Fola, you wanted to say something?
I think in this particular story, I think my own observation, I think is greed. Personally, I think in the case of what you said about maybe one day they thought that they carried a certain amount of people overcrowded and they still got to the other side and they will do it the next day just to make money. I think in this case it seems like greed to me.
On Saturday in the filling station, I saw Keke Napep tricycle. How many are those things usually? The regular one, how many are they supposed to carry?
4.
I think 3
at the back, 1 in front.
Yeah, but
with the driver, that makes 5.
5 max. 5 max. Yes.
That's 5.
Me personally, I think it's
maybe
that's 5.
It shouldn't be than 4, but
3 at the back, 1 in front.
That's 5.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
with the driver.
yeah,
Sorry, I thought you were talking about passengers.
Yeah, even
with
minor
the
driver, I would
That's
even say
5.
4, but maybe 5 max. 5, yeah.
On Saturday, I saw 4 at the back and 3 in front, just at the mobile filling station there.
Yeah, I've seen that.
How are they people in front?
There are some kekes that they will actually make seats on both sides.
There were no seats. This guy's
no seats.
The young men all dressed from a certain part of Nigeria. I don't want to make it sound whatever, but they seem to be in a very celebratory mode and everything.
So this is the issue.
There were 7 of them in there.
7 of you.
Yeah.
Those things don't look very stable.
Yeah, in the first place.
No, don't say it's ignorance.
You don't think
Wait, hold on. In the other point, like SR said, there were no extra seats. So you have a working faculty, a brain. You can see that there's no extra seats for you. But you will still, you see bikes and people sit for 3, 4, 5 people. Are there extra seats?
Okay.
Do you have to go to school to realize that?
So the reason why I started off asking if it has to do with illiteracy or whatever is this. Do you understand? Because in learning about life and lifestyle and everything, we learn a little bit about safety also. Yeah. We understand that, this is, even with our cars, there are a lot of things that we're doing wrong.
Oh, yeah.
The air that should be in your tire, you get to the organizer and it tells you, no, don't worry, let's put 45. On your tire, it is written 32 or 40 or 100. The guy says, no, do you understand?
Yeah.
All of these things come to bear eventually. If you're lucky, it will not bite you in the behind. Yeah. You get. So, you're getting on a lift. You're getting on a lift. You saw it there. It says maximum 8 people. 8. But you are in there. You're already 8. Someone it gets to a floor, and 2 more people come in. Do you understand? And they force their way in. I was like, no, it's 8.
You know this thing has happened to me before. Yes.
And
immediately you people are trying to force yourself in. I just left. I just came. Don't worry. I will know. I'm not going to know.
Now,
I'm not going to allow you.
This example
to
is what I wanted us to arrive at. Thank you. And now where I want. Now, the reason why I said that is that you are trying to get on a boat. You've already counted. You know that normally this boat is 40 people.
Yeah.
Now, you are not aware. You are lost in thought. Can't you see that they are already overloaded? Chief, wait, let me get down. Do you understand?
Prioritize your own safety.
That's what I'm saying.
Prioritize your own life.
I'm telling you that lift,
So,
I just got out.
Awareness is education. It's not necessarily about tertiary or primary or secondary education. It's about awareness. It's about knowledge. And that's what I am trying to talk about. That if we create more awareness, greed. You mentioned greed.
Yeah.
Greed will be a constant. But if you go against greed, I've always said one thing to people. When you are in a commercial bus and there's mad traffic on the road, and your bus driver decides to turn around and drive against traffic to get you to where you're going faster, because he also needs to make more money.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to stop him? And anybody in the bus say, nope, you're breaking the law, let me come down. And everybody in the bus says, if you go this way, we will all come down. You know what people do? They keep quiet.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Half of them are praying that they just get there. Our driver was smart. Do you understand? All of these things come to bear. So if that bus now runs into a trailer on the wrong side of the road, that's when you start to hear 14 dead. It's not fair. What's the government doing? Why didn't the ambulance get there on time? But are you looking at the things that you are doing and that you have contributed to? That's wrong. Do you get?
Yeah.
I saw a video on Twitter about traffic in China. I think it's China, and it's like that zip lock thing, like the way a zip is locked. That when you get to a junction, just allow. And before I knew what it was called, something zigzag traffic control. I've been doing it all my life. Okay, this is my traffic. Well, you get to this place, let at least one car go.
Yeah.
Imagine if everybody does that one car thing. That traffic will ease up. But you want to block so that the guy doesn't come in front of you. At the end of the day, what you've done is to create more tension, more road rage, and not caring about safety. And we're all guilty to a large extent. So this is a call to say, put safety first. But how can you even put safety when you don't know what safety is? Some people actually think it's normal. You get on a boat and they don't give you a life jacket.
Life jackets.
Some people think it's normal. Some people actually don't care. Lagos made it a standard. In fact, when I was living in Ikorodu, I lived in Ikorodu for about a year and a half. I used to see people who had their own life jackets. So it's a park and ride somewhere in Ikorodu. You will park your car and get on a boat that takes you to the island. But the boats will give you life jackets from time to time.
Yeah.
In fact, all the time. But I actually know a few people who actually bought their own life jackets. And if you see those life jackets, it's not the type that they are giving you on the boat.
Just in case you people are moving, let me provide that. That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
because you don't
awareness.
have another life.
I'm talking about awareness.
Exactly. Anyway, moving on from that quickly, the House of Representatives have released certified copies of the 4 Tax Reform Acts amid all the controversy. So it's out there in public. They're saying people will go and read them to see.
Nobody is reading anything.
Oh, of course we know. We
We
just wanted to talk.
This agenda
it was
had
just
been
agenda.
set before the government started saying that they wanted to harmonize the
These
tax
bills
laws.
were signed, I think, was it June or July?
You do know.
Nobody talked about
You
it
do
until...
know. Even before the bills were signed, the instant the government said, look, we don't want to harmonize all the laws, one senator came up and said, no, it will never happen. And he was on TV one day kicking against it. And the anchor asked him a question. He said, so have you read the bill? What are the areas that you are not happy with? He said he has not read it. He has not read it. And he was the loudest voice against it. And eventually when the thing came to pass, after everybody read it and they passed the law, he kept quiet for a bit until they started raising dust again. Now, in law and in passing laws and everything, they are certified 2 copies and everything. There are the progressives that you have, then eventually the one that the president appends his signature to is the law. Now, a lot of people are alleging, oh, things were inserted. Now, the assembly is saying, go and read it. This is it now. One of them raised dust and said, no, that the one that the federal government is pushing is different from the one that was approved by the House. Mm-hmm. So now that's why they're saying, okay, this is it. You use but guess what? They won't read.
Oh, that's what I'm even. My own issue was like, this thing was passed a long time ago. Mm-hmm. How come we didn't have these conversations then?
It's because nobody read it.
Nobody read it.
They won't
We're
read.
still not going to read it. We just wanted to. Agenda was agenda.
Dolupo, they are not interested in this tax thing. They are just interested in making it look like it's a weapon against the people. Now, over and over and over again, the people in opposition keep making references to taxing the poor. However, it's the best thing that's happened to the so-called poor, because if you do not earn up to a certain amount, you're not going to pay any tax anymore. The people who this thing are really affecting, they are not shouting. Do you understand?
Somebody said, the presidential, said that it's people that don't have money that are making noise.
And they are not even the ones that they are targeting.
They are not targeting people, your small tertiary money. They are not. It's not.
No, listen.
It's true.
Listen.
Because how much, when you think about it,
minimum wage is not going to be taxed.
How much
it's from
do they want to make
upwards?
How much? And you know the funny thing is, even if, let's say for example, your net for the year is 2 million naira, you're even going to be taxed on 1.2, not even on. It's after.
Even the 1.2.
How much is the tax on
No,
it?
even the 1.2. If you look at your expense and everything, it's not everything that's taxable.
That's why I'm saying that. How much is the tax that they don't need your small tiny money?
I mean,
people that make billions.
I actually have a prayer, and I'm saying here in public, I want to be taxable.
Because it means that there's all money that I have. That
I want to be taxable. No, this is just me. I'm not pushing down anybody's throat. I want to be taxable. Imagine say you go just do that category. Say for your mind now you be big boy, but you know if you pay tax because you know qualify.
So basically, the House of Reps Asha said that people should go and read it, which we know people would not read anyway. Moving on from that, there's quite a bit of politics and all that. But you know what? Let's take a break from this and let's go through a little bit of foreign stories and sports. Then we'll come back to it. These foreign stories, most of them we're just going to breeze through them. 10 people have been found guilty for cyberbullying France's first lady. We know that one of the major issues, I think it has been going on for like over a year, talking about how I think that she's transgender or something.
They're even saying that she's a man.
Yeah, that's the man or transgender, something funny like that. And now 10 people have been found guilty for doing that. I love it. Because yes, I do.
People have to
have sense. You will have sense by force. Even if, let's even assume that you really think she's a man. My question when I hear people say these things and set ring lights and have conversations and opinion about it is that how is it adding money to your bank account?
It is now when they get views.
Okay. Yeah, and then that views will send you to jail. That's it.
Is it your jail?
Oh, they're in jail now. Anyway, Malaysia to introduce a 10-year term limit for the prime ministers. U.S. president has warned the new Venezuelan interim leader that they'll pay the big price if she doesn't do what's right. We know over the weekend, the U.S. stormed Venezuela, took their president and his wife, brought them back. I think he's in court today.
Yeah.
To answer those for his crimes anyway, or the so alleged crimes.
That thing has raised a lot of questions. Do you understand? Like, for instance, that means if you have power, you can enter any country and do anything you want to do.
Yeah.
For instance, you are saying that the VP should do right. Whatever makes you think the VP is immune from what made the president illegal? They're both elected on the same bill. She was close to him and they worked closely together.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But here you are now working with the VP. It doesn't make any sense. If you say that one government is bad, you now remove the president, but the vice president is good because she's going to do your bidding. Do you understand? The same man said something, and he said that he's going to run that country. He said it in his own words.
Yeah, he said it.
It's unprecedented in the history of geopolitics. I have never heard it before. Even if that's what you're doing, behind the scenes and everything, he said it boldly. Do you understand?
For me, I'm like, when you hear this thing, I'm like, okay, I hope that when these things happen, they realize that your time or your tenure is going to end at the end of the day. So
Venezuelans, it's your country, and those for and against have their right to anything. Some Venezuelans hate the fact that their country was overrun by the US, while some are actually happy and they feel that the man that was removed, Maduro, was a failure, that he basically destroyed the economy of that country. Venezuela should be one of the richest countries in the world based on their resources. Nobody has the oil that they have.
Yeah.
Even the Saudis don't. Then the other materials that they have in their ground, it's massive, yeah? But here they are struggling to survive. So this is not even speaking for the man as a good person, but basically saying, where is the line drawn now? Because I have come to a conclusion. If you don't have power, you have nothing. You have nothing, right? It's just like someone comes into your compound and takes what they want.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do because they have overpowered you. And that's the way I feel about what happened in Venezuela.
Yeah.
This is not speaking for Maduro. I heard Maduro was a bad guy. This is not speaking for him. But the fact that one country can wake up and arrest the man and his wife.
Yeah.
And take them to court in their own country.
Interesting news coming from the UK, as the UK has now commenced a ban on junk food ads. So what they're saying now is that it's not like you can't sell those things, but you just can't advertise them.
A few years ago, a ban was placed on cigarette ads.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
We are cigarettes today.
Sorry?
I said we are cigarettes today, still selling.
Like wildfire.
I don't
Look. You know who manufactures those things, right? You think they are bad? You'll not be banning the adverts. You know what to ban.
Those people pay a lot of taxes.
So again, I go back to what I said. A few years ago, cigarette ads were banned.
Anyway, moving on from that, let's come down and let's do a little bit of sports. Okay, so first things first, we know AFCON is ongoing. There's been a lot of interesting matchups. I think that it's safe to say that I like the fact that as we watch, as we experience new AFCON, we see the competition gets better. It's not the usual suspects that you see all the time, that everybody seems to get better. I think football generally, everybody is getting better. You don't say, oh, these are some giants. No, those things are not.
Everybody will chop it.
Anybody can anybody can chop anything at this point. And you might be wondering why I'm talking about that. So yes, it was very interesting as yesterday. In fact, there are people, I saw a particular video of a particular guy who says that he's the biggest and the best African sports analyst. Never seen him before. I think he's a Nigerian. And I see a lot of people have been trolling him all day. That he actually made a video going on about how there was nowhere in the world Cameroon was going to beat South Africa. There was I saw the video where he was very emphatic.
Who is this person?
I don't know his name.
Let's search for him now.
I will look for the video. I saw a video. Someone else posted it. Okay, well, how I first saw it was where another person posted it and I was laughing. Like and it made sense because the person was like, see, if nothing teaches you about God and football show, like the things with statistics, and then when he gets on the pitch, anything can happen.
Especially in AFCON. You can't.
I don't want to say just AFCON. Anything, anybody, which league or whatever. You've seen some mad what's it called? Changes in games, even
Leicester
World Cup.
won the Premier
Leicester
League.
won the Premier League.
Exhibit.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen. So, obviously, South Africa has been knocked out.
Yeah.
A lot of Nigerians are happy about it.
Why not?
First, it was who got knocked out a few days ago that everybody was. A lot of people were going on about. There was another person. Was it Tunisia? No, it wasn't Tunisia. There was another country that was what's it called that got knocked out. Everybody was going on about it. Now South Africa is officially knocked out. Morocco defeated Tanzania 1-0 yesterday. So you wanted to say something about it? I thought you wanted to say something about it.
No. I just basically know that today it's Benin versus Egypt, and everybody says that Egypt is going to win, but you really never can tell with football.
Yeah. You really can't.
But beyond that, Nigeria is playing Mozambique, and they've been saying a lot. Their coach says, "Oh, they're okay to be the underdog, but they're going to show the Eagles." One of their players says he knows the weak point of the Super Eagles, and they're going to exploit it. And their president offered them some money last week to beat the Eagles and all of that. Now the Nigerian government has countered it and said, you know what, for every goal you score, this is what you're going to get as Super Eagles.
Anyway,
you know the funny thing is that, still talking about the Super Eagles, another very interesting conversation that happened over the weekend is I see a few journalists complaining, apparently for 3 days straight, the coach had banned anybody. He had basically had close training sessions with the Super Eagles for 3 straight days, and a lot of a lot of journalists that went to Morocco were complaining that every other team is training and allowing the journalists to go and watch them and make videos and all that, but Eric Schell has refused to, and I'm wondering what's making you so angry. I actually now saw another set of Nigerian journalists. I think this is a whole a company where there are few of them there, and because of that they've gone out to make other they've gone out to the city to make other videos and do other things, and some people are still there complaining.
So I think maybe the second group is Elegbete that you saw. He said he's there on ground.
Okay, no, funny enough.
I think I didn't say emphatic, but I wanted to use that as a launch pad. He said, "Look, I'm here to cover AFCON, not the Super Eagles."
Yeah.
You get. So as a journalist, you must think. I remember one of the biggest stories that I was told many years ago is that one reporter was told to go and cover an event. It was a sporting event. On his way there was a riot, but he's trying to go and cover a sporting event. On his way there's a riot. So what does he do? He comes down from the vehicle, covers the riot, which is the news. It's the riot. Do you understand? And now they were the only ones there because nobody knew that riot was going to start when it started. So that media house was the only one there. But if he was being obstinate about it, like, I have to go and cover the game,
only sports,
nobody would have that footage and all of that. As a journalist, you have to be creative and you have to be. Now, I understand what Shell is doing. He had 2 or 3 days lockout. The day he told them to come, it rained. It rained. Is it his fault that it rained? It's not his fault. So basically, maybe God doesn't even want you people to review anything. I'll talk about it. They are not the only ones that are there. Someone said something that I think it was New York Times also, got a leak that America was going to strike Venezuela, but they didn't put it out. To me, that's journalism. Of course, some media houses that claim to be media houses would have put it out, especially some desert reporters in Nigeria. They would have put it out to say, this wants to happen. Nigeria wants to go and hit one country. Do you understand? You think it's news that you're breaking. You're basically putting lives at risk and you're messing up strategy. What I'm trying to say is that there's a place where you draw the line. So country first. And in this point, if the man says don't cover, don't cover. Simple. If he loses, come for him, come for his head. But if he wins, that means it's working. One of the things that they have refused to talk about was that at the last camp, the last AFCON, most of their interviews and everything happened at the Eagles Hotel. Now, the Eagles players, they don't have a choice. When a journalist approaches them, they have to most times be on top of their game to respond.
Yeah.
But this time now, he ensures that interviews happen outside the hotel, not in the place, like at the stadium or whatever. Don't you think it's working?
Yeah.
There's less distraction for the players.
Yeah.
And now the players don't want to come across as rude if a journalist says, hey, can we have 5 minutes of your time? If he keeps telling you no, you're going to have beef for him now.
Yeah.
So
the coach.
So
It's better
I
that
think
coach
a lot
does
of things that Shell is doing
Yeah.
is to protect his
The
own
team.
job also and the team.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it, but I know my guys are angry. I know a lot of them that are saying these things too.
Anyway, the bottom line is the man is going to play today, and then again, like you said, if they now lose, then you cannot have their heads. But at this moment, it is what it is. He's the coach, and he's done what he wants to do. And talking about coaches, Tunisia, we know that they were in Nigeria's group. They went on to the round of 16 and they lost. I think they lost. It was a 1-1 draw, and they lost in penalties. And now the coach did not get to his house before he got sacked.
As expected. Yeah, and any team at this stage now know that they have to rebuild.
This is the second,
And the earlier, the better.
This is the second AFCON coach that we got.
There's no
African
major
coach.
tournament coming again for another 2 years for them. Do you understand? The World Cup is in a few months' time. So if you're going to be at the World Cup, if you want to start rebuilding, you start now.
Yeah.
Anyway, also talking about coaches and sacks, the one that I think I would say that shocked most of the football world was the fact that Manchester United sacked their coach Ruben Amorim this morning.
Momentous Monday for Fola.
I don't know. There's just a number of things that you could touch on this particular topic. I want to talk about the board. I don't want to talk about Amorim just yet. I think people are overlooking how many bad decisions that Ineos have made over the past couple of years. This is the second time that they are sacking a manager mid-season without having a plan on who is going to come and take the place of the manager. And also in the summer they appointed what's his name?
Wilcox or what?
No, it's not Wilcox. Wilcox is the guy that replaced him. Dan Ashworth.
Yeah.
They appointed Dan Ashworth to be the sporting director of Man United, and not up to a month, 2 months, they sacked him. So I feel like they really don't know exactly what it is that they want to do, and it feels very. I don't even know what word to use. It feels.
So the man said, Amorim said, you got me here to manage a team, not just to coach a team.
Yeah.
Then it gets there and he doesn't have the powers that he thought he would have.
That's the Mr. Shola. I think when they first appointed him, I don't know about every other person, but for me, when they first appointed him, it was head coach that was specified in the job title.
Did you see his contract?
I didn't see his
You're
contract.
just talking about a headline now.
True.
You didn't see his contract. For him to come out to say it, you think he's lying?
Sorry, is the head coach not always the manager?
No, head coach only has control over training and
Alex
training the
Ferguson
team.
was the manager of Man United, but he had coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they all have coaches and all that.
What's his
The manager has control over
Arsene Wenger
everything.
was the manager. He had coaches.
Yeah.
Now he can override any of them.
Yeah.
But each and every Rennie Mulliston was United's coach, first team coach.
Yeah.
The other time they had McCarthy at some point and everything. But of course,
Mike Phelan at some point.
That's what I'm saying.
so-
Like when someone is the head coach or the manager, it's supposed to be like the head of the.
When you now have a manager, if it's a manager that is really in charge, the sporting directors and all of those people do not have a say over him.
Yeah.
But in this context, they do.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Arteta at some point in time. Okay, remember the argument or discussion we're having? Arteta didn't have the kind of powers that he had then. Now he does.
Yeah.
You get. Now you can look at him and say, oh, this guy is the manager. Do you understand? It's like Pep Guardiola. It's hard for anybody to come and tell Pep. If Pep wants a player, he gets the player.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Is it not possible to be a manager and still, like, take for example, if we juxtapose that with Enzo Maresca, I don't think it's about the wordings. I think that it is probably, or would I say the designation, is what each team determines the powers their managers have. Because I think that if we look at that, I think that with Enzo Maresca and Chelsea, one of the issues that they said they had was even despite him being the manager, when it comes to players.
Yeah, he didn't have a say. Is who the club wanted.
So do you understand? I think that it's about the arrangement of each team.
Yeah, there has to be clear specifications of what power you have.
When Alex Ferguson was manager of Man United, all they had was an MD. Do you understand? Who took care of the business side of things?
Yeah.
Fergie was manager. Do you understand? The role of sporting director never existed.
Yeah, because he was the one that was picking the players that he wanted.
Same with Arsenal. Arsenal didn't have director of football or any of those things under Wenger.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say in essence is that even if they call you a manager, do you have that power? Then two, the other aspect of it is that even when there's a sporting director, a football director,
do you have power over them?
No, it doesn't even matter. You don't need to have power over them if they're doing what you want. For instance, if you give them a list or say, I want these 4 players. These are the 4 players that I must have.
Yeah.
And they give you those 4 players. There's no issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I said that.
I think in this case, they are not doing
exactly.
The reason for Amorim to voice out is he wasn't getting what he wanted.
What he thought there was
and that now makes him go back to the deal that, wait, you brought me here with these powers, and I'm here now begging you for that. That's my deduction of everything.
So this is the second, this is the first week of the year, and this is the second coach that is being sacked in the middle of the season.
Yeah, interestingly, both coaches have the same number of points.
Yeah.
And they are
positions.
The same position in the league and everything. Maresca, Chelsea, Amorim, they have the same thing. And
so isn't it like worrying? Like, what exactly are these?
Some of these decisions are not about football; they're about business.
Doing, because at the end of the day, what exactly are you doing? Because even if we say business, we also know that. I'm sorry. I say that. Everybody now starts. Chelsea, for example, had a game with Man City, and they had a draw, which I would not say. Basically, they have a coach. They have an interim coach now. They were losing a few of their players, but I think that I would, in my own books, when people have interim coaches in this past for a short period of time, if you look at those numbers, the interim coaches actually do well. Yeah. And for me, I always feel that because people do not really know how those coaches work, so you can't really predict what's going to happen until maybe if that coach is given a long period and then they start determining how. So I would even say that this is a good thing for someone like Chelsea because it's just an interim coach at the moment.
If Arteta had been fired based on what had happened in the first 3-4 years, would he be about to win the Premier League now?
No.
So and so now again in the middle of the season, what are you doing? Yeah,
that's why I keep going back to the board. I think it's just really, really poor planning. I think earlier in the season, the owner, what's his name, Jimmy, I can't remember, Jimmy something. He came out.
The Glazers people.
No,
Ineos people.
Ineos
is he the owner? It's not the owner.
No, part owner. Is in charge. Jim Ratcliffe. In charge of sporting
he has only 25%.
No, it's because the 25% is in charge of sporting decisions and everything.
I remember that interview that I said that Amorim is not going anywhere and all that. But
so now if you're now going against your word, you're just showing that you can't be trusted, and most of your decisions are just poor.
Are those things ever trusted? Anyway, Sha, so we'll definitely see what is going to happen again. I'm sorry, but I don't see either United or Chelsea doing very well till the end of the season. I think this is really going to mess up their vibe
Yeah, I will have waited till the end of the season.
Yeah, if you were going to sack Amorim,
Yeah.
you should have sacked him when he was 15.
Last season or end of the season.
Yeah, you should
Not
in the middle.
mid-season.
Not in the middle of the season. Anyway, moving on from that, let's go on quickly. And Nigeria has emerged 5th best English-speaking country in Africa.
Who were the 4 countries ahead of Nigeria?
There's Zimbabwe, Zambia, South Africa. Shout out to these people. Like, with all these people and their funny accents and all these.
Who did
Nah,
this?
say
Who
English, huh?
conducted this?
So they said there was a test, and all that. I said, okay, test.
What test?
Boya call Joko Sibiko.
I'm like, please tell me one person in Africa that speaks better English than Nigeria. But I just it's true. It's true.
I beg you.
Yes.
Okay.
Nonsense result.
Okay.
Absolutely.
What's the
nonsense,
beef with
though.
this result,
I'm just
guys?
saying.
What's going on?
I beg.
Okay.
Really?
Next.
Really?
Okay.
Anyway, when just going through a bit of politics, Rivers deputy governor defected from PDP to APC. When I saw this news, I'm like, wait, did the governor move already? I thought I knew.
You think it's a guarantee that when governor moves, deputy will move?
No. And honestly, I actually thought they all
Zamfara. I can start giving you
No, I
examples.
know. I'm just saying, like, I didn't think. Apparently, the Rivers SSG too. All of them didn't move immediately. Maybe the governor said that you are going. I didn't say that.
It's because now they know that the APC is also giving a lot of power to Fubara.
Anyway, Mr. Bode George, I think is a chieftain in the PDP, is saying that there's so much harassment against Bauchi and Oyo governors.
Always chasing shadows, Mr. Bode George. Always chasing shadows.
Anyway, talking about the Oyo governor, he has reshuffled his cabinet today, appointed new SSG and a few other appointees. Also,
Sheyi Makinde is the new last man standing. A few years ago, it was Bola Tinubu with his party. When they lost all their seats, he was the only one from his party that won. And it went on to become president. So it's a challenge now to Sheyi to see maybe he's going to build from that one in the southwest and the others in the north.
what are we doing? What are you? You just
become
what?
I'm drawing parallels.
President?
Okay.
I'm drawing parallels. I'm
Okay,
drawing parallels.
okay. You're drawing
And I'm talking,
parallels.
and I'm actually talking about what people are talking about. That's why it's a bar.
Okay. Now, police has invited a particular pastor, the pastor that went viral last week, I think. Pastor Chris Okafor, who apparently his church is really close to this place.
Where is George?
Ojodu.
Yeah, there's
my
been a lot of allegations of sexual and rape allegations against children, some women, and all that.
It's about time the police stepped in.
Apparently, I think that over the weekend, I think he said he stepped down and all that. Even though I saw a video where another pastor of the church was saying, "Oh, clap for the pastor, let him know you are behind him." I'm like, what are we watching? Anyway, the police have now invited him to come and speak his mind because some of those
Over the
allegations
weekend.
are
Pastor related. Over the weekend.
pastor related.
There are some audios that were released. There's this guy Parara that does mock news. Fantastic guy, very funny, but always really digging deep. And there are audios of 2 pastors talking about their sexcapades in their churches and all the things. I sent those links to you.
Yeah, I saw the video. I didn't.
And,
I couldn't watch.
It's interesting. We'll get to it soon.
Okay, don't let me say what I'm about to say, but it's just ridiculous. Anyway, finally, before we go, Sheikh Gumi, who will say that is pretty much very controversial when it comes to terrorists and terrorism matters in Nigeria, has now come out to talk and say that, so apparently there were talks, there was news that popped up yesterday and said that people should save him, that the US wants to assassinate him, as in penned as one of the people that US wants to assassinate. The man has now come out to debunk the story and say that that story is not true.
Fola?
So apparently the news is from 2012 and there are no accurate reports. It says he was alleged to have been attacked or was aimed to be attacked or targeted by Boko Haram members, but it did not happen because the bomb exploded in their hands outside of his house in 2012. So
that's what people have gone to recycle now and bring back
call
as
it as
news
news.
in 2026. Keep it up.
Anyway, on that note, that is all we will take today on The Bar. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We'll be back again tomorrow at 3 p.m. West African time. Have a beautiful, beautiful day ahead.
Peace.